Well, I think we're on. Well, good morning, my 85 subscribers. Thank you very much for staying with me, even though I've not been putting much on just lately. I might be talking to myself now because I've changed my helmet, so I don't really know what the settings are like on my old Drift X. I've sort of copied what I had on my old helmet and put them onto this helmet. So I'm hoping everything's fine, but my microphone's in a different place because I've treated myself to a flip front helmet. So I hope you can hear me. I've got my visor open on the first crack, which is a bit of about just over an inch and a half gap, I'd say it is. Where like my old LS2, I like that very much, that helmet, even though it was a cheapo. Cheap but not nasty helmet. I was very impressed with that helmet. So, hence my new LS2 helmet with a flip front. Bit of gravel there, bit of gravel, a bit of damp underneath these. Oh, it's a lovely day today, isn't it? Whoa, come on. It's Whistle Reservoir we're passing here. I've cut my ride down short. I was going to go for not a big ride, but quite a nice ride round, so I could get a few, one vlog and cut it into like 4, maybe 5. But a bit lazy this morning getting out. After a late night last night, friends came round. They went about 12 o'clock, but I didn't go to bed until about 1ish just gone. So I had a bit of a lie-in. Turn that down. It messed up quite a bit. It is. I haven't got the pin lock for it, but I never thought the need for one really, because I just like to flick it up. But I can't find the latch. Where is it? There it is. I just like to flick it up the one and have it on there normally, so even when it's raining. Yeah, so we got a late night, and then I got up this morning and had a bit of breakfast with Bestie, the old girl, and we sat and we what was I doing? Oh no, we sat down for breakfast and I'd watched a couple of the gardening programmes that they have on a Sunday. I quite like. So we watched those, me and Bestie, and then I made breakfast, and then we watched Steve on it. Sat there. My wife was gets his baking for this afternoon. Got to go back early because it's my eldest granddaughter's, well, both my granddaughters' birthday tea. Every year they have little parties where they go to with the mates. Because it's Maisie's on the 4th and Neve's on the 8th. So like they do their own things with their own mates, and then we have one where all the family go round to Aunt Michelle's, and we have a bit of it's hard work passing these stupid bikes, isn't it? Good luck, nothing against them, but getting too many of the bloody things. This road's really worn out. It's like riding on pitch. Give them a bit of a so that's Elter Water done, that's my exercise done. Just ends there, the reservoir. It's a good walk round, and there's always a nice pub, which is the Strawberry Duck, going towards Darwin. Yeah, so I'm trying out my new helmet for the first time. Come on, baby. And this is really comfortable, this helmet. Seems it anyway, but I've only had it on my head for about half an hour now, so but the only thing wrong with it is, and it's nothing to do with the helmet, is I put it on, I've got me right here, it's bent over. I pulled up before I switched the camera on, and I meant to straighten myself out a bit, and I forgot to do it. It's still annoying me. I'm going to do that, and I've got my boob tubes around my neck, so you know, no need for it. I could have put it up and stuck it on, but I suppose because it's a nice new helmet, and yeah, so my LS2 flip front, very nice. The other one got a, I think it was a 4, could have even been a 5-star rating, my old LS2, but that's the, you know, full face helmet. This one only gets a 3-star, but apparently it's because it is a flip, that's why it gets the 3-star rating. So, we're in Darwin now, lovely Darwin. Clouds are coming over from Murphy's direction, and I bet he's out today. Well, didn't think he would be. And Steve Arnott will be still asleep in bed there after all that hard work he did yesterday, with his R-pick, his black R-pick. Right in front of us there, if my camera's right, Darwin Tower, walked up to there with the old Vesta there. Nice walk up there. A good pub at the bottom. We'll be passing that in a bit. Highly recommended. Here's the fast lads now, coming out the 30 zone. Yep. Nice Triumph there, with his saddle bags on. Oh, it looks dark behind us now. Oh, we're getting covered in clouds. Sensible rider here. Nice flash of him, I know. Said Foldham. Do you all do that when you're riding your bike? And you got that when you're in the car, and you got a car full, the wife's there, the kids are there, and whoever, or your mates and that. And every time you pass a bike, you go, oh, there's a Z1000. Oh, there's a GS1200. There's a CRF 250. Yeah, do you all do that? I do. It drives the wife mad. We know you know what they are. Shut up. Shut up, Dad. I'm doing it for me, not you. Oh, where's this bloody thing? That is. Yeah. So not only did my helmet did I buy, I treated myself to a new jacket, because although I've got the best wife in the world, some people might not agree with that, or people like that, but I have. She does tend just recently to shrink everything I have, and to be fair, you know, my leather jacket has shrunk vastly, and my wax cotton jacket has shrunk terribly, and I blame the wife. It is her fault, even though they've been nowhere near the washing machine, either of them. The 7 years I think I've had my leather coat now, and 6 years or 5 years, not too sure, my wax cotton jacket. I do have an RST coat as well that I don't really like, a bit sharp, you know, when you go on. I suppose it'd be alright on this. I never wore it on this bike, on my little 250 before I had this. Could be alright, but anyway, I bought this one. This is Oxford, can't remember what it's called. So, a bit of ivies on it, black with a bit of ivies, can't go wrong there. I thought it's, I come out of the dark side. I tend to always wear dark black, always have. To me, that's the colour for motorbike cyclists, black, nothing else. And that's all I used to wear. Black leather jacket and sky blue jeans. That was my attire when I was a rocker back in the 60s and early 70s. And a reluctant to wear crash helmets. Yeah. I wasn't reluctant to wear them because I did wear them, but what I was reluctant to was being made to wear them. I didn't want, if I wanted to come out of my house and jump on my bike and ride up the road with no helmet on, I should be able to do that. Still think that to this day. I know if you fall off and all like that, but the idea is not to fall off. Touch wood. But I'll pass the Spitfire now. I wonder if this one's been taken away. That made me laugh at Steve Hornet. There's a Spitfire. Hope it's picked up for you. Stainless steel Spitfire. Nice. Steve Hornet, he went to Fairhaven Lake to see the Spitfire and he took it away. Sorry Steve, that's a laugh. It's been there a few years now, that Spitfire. That's why they took it away for restoration. And it's worth the trip to see it. When it goes back, I highly recommend you nip over there, Fairhaven, on the bike or in the wife with the car, in the car, a few butties, lovely. And if you go on a Monday, and you can spend the evening in St Anne's and go and enjoy one really good bike meet with a great fish and chippy and lots of cups of tea you can buy, and it's a good night. I mean, you can just stumble about there and usually get a good array of bikes. Usually the ones you see where I'm going now, Rivington Barn, you know, they're usually all there. I'm going here because I think I've only been once. This will be my second time I've been this year, and it's what, June the 10th is it today? I've usually been that's all I used to go to actually. When I had my Fruxton, that was about my limit before the old arthritis took over. It was terrible. So by the time I got there and I was spending a couple of hours there while my wrist recovered, or my thumbs I should say, and then I dried home. $1.30 a gallon, 129.9. Why don't just make it 1.30? Right, they're not only annoying. Rip off. And poor old diesel lads, they don't know how to do. Look at that, that's alright, isn't it? Nice. There's that many classic car shows and steam rallies going on at the moment. They're all, you know, they're all out all at the bloody same time. Poor Steve, he's got no money left. He's spent everything he's got on the steam rallies. Well, this month's wages has gone on steam rallies. And a brush. Ooh. Yeah. So this morning I spent watching Steve Hornet clean his new exhaust he's bought with his Harpic. The wife said, "What are you watching here?" I said, "It's Steve." She says, "You're addicted." I said, "I know, and I know. I can't remember this lad. I've been trying to think of his name. It's gone. He has a Himalayan." Oh shit, I'm going. Oh, a bit of bad riding there from me. Setting off on the lights. Lights are on red. There. And the lad has a Himalayan and he's doing up a CD175 at the moment, and it's in a night state. And the lad, the didn't come to him. He stripped it down, he's got his buffer out, his wire. He's He's got a wheel with you know, brass things on it, and he's cleaning it up, and it's coming back to life. You know, he's going to get it done, and he's been faffing about with the seat today, taking that out, and it's a goner. And I think it's just, he keeps saying it's going to be his everyday tool, so just go and buy a Chinese rip-off seat. It's, you know, looks somewhat like. Don't have to be exact. And then one day you might come across the right one, you know, in the jumble fair or something. That's what I would do. Blue light there behind me. What we're doing? Oh, it's just yeah. Oh, what a stop, eh? Flipping heck. What's the matter with me here? You know, that's it. We used to have a thing at work for drive green and that, and looking too far forward. Well, that's a case where I just say looking ahead of you as far as you can see is good to a certain point, and that was one of them. I was looking right up here, and because I'm turning off towards Tuckholes now, so I know it is here, but I'm just looking up and then not watching what the lights that I'm going through are doing. Oh, through Tuckholes now, and a nice little, the road that we're going along here is in a terrible state. But I do like it, and seeing as I've got limited time today, well, so I might just have time to get a brew, walk round the bikes, and then head for home. Head for home, get washed, changed, shirt on, and then the afternoon with my beloved family. All 10 of us still be there, I think, 10 of us. My daughter, her husband Paul, my son and his wife Jill, my son's 2 lads, James and Ben. Ben the terrible. He's the only one that's birthday's not in June, all the other 3 are. And then they've got Neve and Maisie at Michelle's house, and that's why we're there for them too. Well, it's windy. This is nice. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely summer, end of spring, beginning of summer day. Whee! Black boat. A lot of people in the garden there having a few pints to drink. This is a nice view now, look at that. Look at that, as Bruce would say. You see over there, little white things straight, if you're picking anything up today with that. Now, oh, look at all these houses they're building here. That white thing there, that's Bolton. Stadium. In trouble. It's sad to see. Quite fond of Bolton, even though I'm not a football fan in there, but they have done a lot for charity, let's leave it at that. Son played football there, not that he's a but he played with all the stars, I was dead proud of him. And Middlesbrough, we've got a big massive shout out for Middlesbrough. My son and son-in-law played there, and well, all my son's mates, Eddie and I think it was just Eddie, wasn't it, who played, but there's a few of his mates that went, oh, right through the arse too. All the rhododendrons out. Nice time of the year. through this beautiful canopy. Very damp. Preston Charlie. Nice car for sale here. Thank you. Hey, I didn't know. Got that, eh? Dacia. So I forgot where I'm going. I'm going a quiet bit, and if I had that much to talk about. Yeah, so we're watching. Spent half an hour watching this morning Steve on it instead of getting out on my bike, cleaning his exhaust with his Harpic, and then the other chap there cleaning the wheels on his bike. And I said, is that what you're going to do today? I was having a cup of tea after my breakfast, to be fair, but you know, I was and you can get into these. That's why I only put a few vlogs on. I don't want to ruin people's days by having to stay in and watch all my vlogs or things. Ooh, here we go. You'd have to go far to find somewhere nice, and it's not even the countryside. This it's just between one town and another. All the lads on the bikes, that horrible quad thing there, don't like that. R6. Hey, Lancashire. I must have been in a bit of Yorkshire there. I haven't got my passport with me, so I best not go in Yorkshire. No. We'll peel off left here. We're not going up to Horton Tower. We don't need to show that on the video. Steve's done that enough for everybody. He just sneaked over 1100 subscribers now, Steve. Well, I've just noticed he's gone over 1100. He seemed to be on the 1000 for quite a while. I can't understand why he's not in the millions. And Murphy's on his way up now. It's 71, I think. But on Murphy, right? All you've got to do, Murphy, is bump into Steve, because that's the only reason I'm up at 85. Right? Must be. I put about, what, 5 or 6 on this year. You put hundreds. You've done the North Coast 500. I thought that would have got you well over, you know, up to a couple of hundred at least when you did that. Because everybody, you know, watches the North. Well, I should imagine everybody watches the North Coast 500. And we go over Belmont now. Once my favourite road. We used to love it as lads, youngsters coming along here on my Suzuki 50 and then my 350 Triumph. Breakneck speed. And this used to be the end of our ride here. This was never there, obviously, there at motorway. But just here on the left is an Italian restaurant now, and this used to be Belmont Cafe. And it was a biker cafe. Just here where the flags are, if you can see them. That place is nothing like it used to be. That used to be a proper transport cafe. Greasy everything. Fantastic. Frothy coffee. I've started doing that, you know, when you go in these coffee shops now and say, what coffee would you like, sir? Say a frothy one, please. You've no idea. What's frothy coffee? Or just give us a normal one then. Just give us a plain ordinary filter coffee. Yeah. And then I wish I bought a cup of tea every time. Tea is my favourite cuppa. You come to our house, tip. Don't ask for coffee, ask for tea. There's Darwin Tower. Oh. A fellow and sea rider there. Ah, go on, we're getting common as muck. You know Bruce there, Teapot One. What a fella, eh? Really enjoyed his stage 2 in Gran Canaria, riding the red one of these. I said to the wife, "Well, Bruce," says, I says, "he's going on the road that we've driven on it, many years ago, in a Triumph Toledo, not Triumph, Seat Toledo, hire car, and we went round the west coast. Well, we went all the way around the island. Took forever, you know, only a little island, and we've been to the market in what is it, Porto de Magal, which is one of our, well, I like that, and I wasn't all that impressed with not Tenerife, Gran Canaria. We stayed in Puerto Rico, and you know, it's all right, you know. But Porto Morgan, that's the next coast round. That was really, you know, I could go and stay there. I wouldn't have to go anywhere. But you do have to go places because the roads are phenomenal. Got that out all right, didn't I? They're great. And I drove round in this hire car, and it was absolutely fantastic. And there was one bit where the road, you dug in the cliff face all the way around, and the views are fantastic. And then you get to this bit where it's like an horseshoe. You go in and you go round, and then you come back on the other side of the road, and you almost come back and touch where you were before. It's like a big horseshoe.